UK. Good evening, welcome to Vape Talk UK episode 180. What do you think of the new look?
180! Sorry.
I'd not thought of that.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm nervous and excited all week. Thank you.
I loved it. I'm a bit disappointed.
Yeah.
But I can't say I don't deserve it. I've not been involved as much recently, but I was distinctly left out of that intro. Just saying.
Well, I did ask everyone to send me photos and everything, but no.
I was the only person who didn't get a still shot. I was the only person who didn't get close. I was the only person who didn't get close up on me going.
Well,
but you were in there. You were. We didn't leave you out completely.
I think we need a modification then. Let's put.
Yeah, and I did notice something that got slipped in.
No, don't mention it. Don't mention it. The viewers have to notice it.
I don't even know what he's talking about. No idea. I know that he was talking.
It took Mark 4 times to find it.
It got slipped in. He couldn't find it. Did it result in a trip to A&E, Mark?
Huh?
Ooh, completely oblivious.
It's all right. He's more concerned. He's more concerned with his bucket of chicken. Let's be fair. He's got a bucket of chicken.
Yeah, I know. It's like, have you seen that Family Guy clip where it's like, oh, it's like dinner at John Goodman's house, and he's got like a whole turkey, and everyone else has got like scraps. So Mark's like, he's got a whole bargain bucket, and Lindsay's got the wanky chips. Show the viewers your beautiful chips, Mark.
What? Right. I have to know. Hang on. Do any of our viewers at all?
Yeah.
Work at KFC, because I want to know what the fuck they've done to their chips.
They fucked their chips up about 20 years ago when they decided that
they've gone chunky
again. Right, they've actually not peeled them. They're now that colour, and they've got skin on them still.
Oh, nice. Oh, no, I like that.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Grim.
This face now is going in the thumbnail.
Which face?
The one you literally just pulled.
Mine?
Oh,
Yeah.
Quick, zoom in and do it again so we get full screen.
No.
Oh, I don't need that. I can cut that out. That's fine. We're good.
Okay, we can zoom in on that, can we? Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, Badger, you're wrong. Badger, you're wrong. Actually, they taste all right. Stuart, thank you.
Why, Stuart? Why would you do that?
Oh, Stuart, what have you done?
I knew I'd forgotten something.
Oh,
You're not queued it up.
Nope.
Ah, dear.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, so before we do what you're vaping on, I just wanted to see if we can add something in. Because I know there's a few people that regularly watch the show, but they watch it on replay. I think we should preemptively like say hello to them for when they're watching it later. Creep them out a bit.
Okay.
And I think this week we'll nominate Chandler. I want you to make a prediction of something that may or may not happen in the news over the next week until next week's show. And we'll try and find evidence to see whether it's actually happened.
Oh, well, something may or may not happen in the news. Now, are we talking vaping news here or just news in general?
Well, it depends how much of a psychic you're feeling.
I'm feeling incredibly psychic. I think...
I meant vaping news, but if you want to guess the next celebrity to die in the next 7 days, feel free.
No. If
they do die under suspicious circumstances, you may get blamed.
Yeah, no. I've got it. I know exactly what it is. I've got a feeling that the BBC, in their news, at some point over the next 7 days, might mention Brexit.
Fuck me. Do you want to tell me the lottery numbers for Wednesday?
Yeah, I know. It's freaky, isn't it?
7 numbers between 1 and 50.
Between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the bonus ball will be 12.
I'd cry if that happened.
Do you know what? Do you know if this weekend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 came out?
Yeah.
The amount of people that put that on, everyone would get fuck all.
Yep.
Honestly, there's so many people in the world that put on one. Well, in the UK,
Do you
put
reckon?
on 1, 2.
Yep. There can't be that many stupid people.
No, there are that many people that think that it's to be fair, it is just as likely that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comes out as any other combination of numbers.
Kaz, you're wrong.
13 million to 1 against. What? I'm wrong.
Check again.
Holy shit!
The thing is, the correspondence of the numbers is what makes it even less likely, because any 7 numbers could come out and they'd have equal probability, but having them in sequential order, it makes it less likely.
Yeah.
Yes, because as soon as you have 1, and then you're then working out the probability of getting a 2 after you've had a 1.
Exactly.
Then
So
the probabilities keeps going up.
Chandler, where you've got it wrong, I generally have a number 1 before I have a number 2.
Do you? Okay.
It tends to fall out, doesn't it?
Well, no. I have the number 2 first, then the number 1.
At Chandler's age, it just falls out around Tesco's. So anyway, are we gonna preemptively say hello to someone that may watch this on replay? Like, I've not seen Jono in the chat. Should we say hello to
Jono's here. Jono's here.
Jono, just there he is. He's in the chat. He's just said evening all. So that was quite, you know.
I'm going to say good evening to Stanton Glance.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That's a good one. Because obviously he'll be watching on catch up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, Stanton. This is a special hello just for you.
Oh, stop using capital letters in chat, Kaz. It upsets people.
Yeah, apparently YouTube's just kicked me out of the chat, which is hilarious.
YouTube has kicked you out of the chat?
Yeah, just kicked me out of the chat. And now I have
Sorry,
to re-sign in.
What are you vaping on, chat?
Badger hasn't just kicked you out. Oh. Mine says sign into chat. That's interesting.
Yep, chat's broken.
Mine doesn't say. Oh, yeah, it does. Maybe YouTube's been hacked.
Ah! 500 internal server error. Sorry, something went wrong. A team of highly trained monkeys has been dispatched to deal with this situation. If you see them, send the misinformation as text.
Mine says error has occurred while attempting to create a YouTube account. What?
What?
Has YouTube just crashed?
I'm all right.
Yeah, no, are we still on air would be the question. Ah!
We are still going. We still have live viewers, but
that's okay. You just when things like this go a little bit tits up, you do start to worry.
You do worry a little bit. Oh yeah, chat broke for a moment.
Chat broke for a moment.
Chat broke for a moment. Mine still says sign into chat.
Mine still says sign into chat.
I'm just going to refresh, I think. Anyway, what are we vaping on? Who's going first?
What are we vaping on?
Go on, Chris. Seeing as we haven't seen you for ages, come on, what are you vaping on? Can I guess?
Well, obviously you guys know I haven't used the Billet box for a couple of months.
No.
I always had it, for the last 4 years or 3 years or however long it's been. I've always had a Billet box, and then
it was like super glued to your side, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was in the leather case, and then I got sick of the leather case because it started, where leather starts getting a bit ropey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit like gammy, and you could take a key and scratch things into it, and then like smush the dirt back into the scratch holes, and it would disappear.
Okay.
So I took it off, and I had it off for a week, and then I dropped it. First time I've ever dropped a billet box.
No!
So that was the main contributing factor as to why I decided to start using the Orion a bit more.
Because you dropped it. Oh.
Because I dropped it, yeah. And because I genuinely believe I've got the nicest looking billet box in the world.
Yeah, I'm sure there might be some other billet box owners that would probably argue with that.
Do you ever have a phone in a case and then take the case off the phone and realise how great your phone looks without a case for that split second?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I do remember having a phone in a case and then taking it out of the case and realising that all the dust and muck that had got down the back of the case had scratched the back of the phone to fuck.
Well, then that's
what the fuck was getting down the back of your phone case?
I don't know.
Wolverine.
It was just dust, and it got a glass case, and it was like sandpaper on the back of it. It was really annoying.
See, I had on my iPhone. I had a lot of dust that got into like the speaker section.
I love taking the dust out of the lint out the charging port.
Oh, yeah. Well, on my case, it had two sections. One at the back, so you could take all different covers off that, and then the protective part. And in between the cover and the protective part, there was like a layer of hand grime around the sleeve. So taking a cocktail stick through that was just therapeutic. That layer manky. Anyway, so yeah, I dropped the billet box and I put it away, hid it for a while, and then I just got annoyed at the Orion.
Really?
I got two.
Did it growl at you?
I got two, but I can't find the second one. So I found that the battery's starting to deplete on the one that I've been using, so I charge it every night.
Is it really?
Yeah. So it's not lasting a full day anymore.
Ah, so
I can't find my other
losing
one.
its memory.
Well, so I can't find the other one. I can't be asked to pay for another one. So yeah, I got the billet box out again, built it, and fuck me, there is no comparison. Like, I think the ease of having the Orion in your pocket and being so small kind of was what kept it in my pocket for a little while. But then, like, the flavour is fucking so much nicer. Like, everything about it's nicer. It feels nicer. The vapor production's better. Everything's about
the billet box. The billet box or the Orion?
The billet box, absolutely.
The billet box. Okay.
I didn't have it out for a while, and now I'm glad that I do.
I think that's sometimes the case. Sometimes you have got to sort of put something away for a little while and then go back to it. It's a bit like your wife, isn't it? Every now and again, you've got to put your wife to one side, have a play with something else, and then you realise how good your wife actually is.
She's not sat next to you, is she? Because I've just got visions of this. I've just got visions of this hand coming and slapping the back of your head.
Well,
she's downstairs doing the washing up where she should be.
But actually, what I was going to suggest before I suggested that say hello to a future viewer, what I initially was going to suggest was that we said a secret to our partners to see if they ever watched this episode, they'd find it out.
We're safe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a good chance they'll never find it out.
Lindsay, I've been fucking your sister for the past 3 years. I'm safe.
She stood in the doorway.
She's genuinely not. She's genuinely not.
With a butcher's knife.
And any of you grassy motherfuckers, send her a message on Facebook, I'll kill you.
Send her a message with a timestamp, preferably a link as well, and so she can, that'd be fine.
So thumbs up and subscribe, and yeah, you'll see it.
Yeah. By the way, I just wondered, Chris, whether I could tempt you back to the Orion if it looked a bit like that. What do you reckon?
It's not that I don't like the Orion. There's not anything about it that I don't like. It's just that particular Orion. The battery's gone shit on it. So, do you see what I mean? So, if I find the other one, I'll probably use that again. But at the minute, do you know what? It's fucking so nice to be back on the billet. I mean, as I said, every day for like 3 years I've used this. So, having that little 2-month gap, I think, has made me really appreciate it.
You know what? Some really nice fella today gave me a gift. Gave me a Rose 3.
Really? That was nice.
It was. Just sat down to build it, and there's no fucking tools in the box.
Lucky the screws it's survived a trip from Sheffield. You're lucky there's ever any fucking screws left in it.
Are you telling me you've not got a screwdriver or an Allen key or something?
Allegedly not right now.
Amazing.
Oh, nightmare.
Chandler, what are you vaping on?
Chandler, yeah.
What, me? Oh. Oh, this will be nice and quick. I've
got a funny feeling you're saying that because it's not going to be nice and quick.
No, it is going to be nice and quick. Look, there we go. I'm going to go for I've got my Noisy Cricket, Wismec Noisy Cricket 2 on the top with a saver. Go on then. Any clever dicks able to guess the drip tip? Not that I can actually see whether it's focusing or not.
Take it out.
Hey?
Pull it out. Oh, I meant pull the drip tip out of the fucking.
I'll pull the drip tip out. Sorry, all right. Fuck's sake. Can you see it? My fingers are in the way now.
It looks a little bit like the one you get in Hellfire.
Can you guess what it is yet?
Yeah. I just found it in a drawer and went, I remember where that came from. I think it looks really nice on top of the saver.
Please, do enlighten us.
It's a drip tip off my K-Fun 4.
I was going to say it looked like the K-Fun because of the.
Yeah, it's got the kind of chunky, stripy bits in it. Anyway, I thought you might know. So that's that. And inside there, I have got. It's not going to focus again, is it? There we go. Old-fashioned from Chef's Vapors. It's a
that suits you to the ground.
I know. That's what I thought. I thought you'd appreciate that. To be fair, it's called old-fashioned, and it's a rice pudding.
Don't. He's losing weight. Don't be inviting him to places. Don't invite him to the Tubby Fair. He's losing weight. He's doing well.
Oh, I've just realised why it's not focusing. Shall I try that again? Hopefully that should now. Go on, go for it.
No,
it's still not thinking about it. I just realised that the autofocus wasn't on.
Cover more of your face.
Cover more of my face.
Yeah, that's better. Leave it like that.
And my other vape, I've got my Smock Species.
Smockier.
My Smockier. There you go. Look. The auto. Look at that. I stick the Smock in front of it, and the autofocus works. What? And I've got my Serpent SMM with the bubble glass on.
Hang on. And you put the Smockier in front of your face, and it focuses straight the way. But you try changing the wattage on it.
Look, I showed you how to change the wattage this afternoon. It's. To be fair, it is still a pain in the neck.
Ain't having none of that, girlfriend.
Yeah, we changed the wattage on his mod and he couldn't put it back again.
Oh, mate, did you not watch Chandler's in-depth review on how to use it?
Twice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, clearly didn't take it in.
No, he's still tapping the button when you have to press and hold the button to get.
I'm a kinesthetic learner. I learn by doing.
Sorry, you're a cuntist learner.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to mention the juice that's in there because it's some random energy drink thing that I can't actually remember who it's by, but it's an energy drink flavour, which is actually all right when you're in that kind of mood, isn't it? Sometimes you just need something that's like, nah.
I've just seen what you've had to delete on the chat, Chris. That's amazing.
What?
We found her.
Found her.
Have you seen what it says when I hit it?
No. It's probably a guess. It's probably not repeatable.
No, not on hit. I'll paste it in the chat though.
I like the fact that Madeleine McCann was hidden by.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh man, You could get in so much trouble for that, there, Chris. What the hell?
Oh dear.
Right, oh, Simon Watson, Twilight Chef's Flavors is awesome. It's a coconutty, fruity. It's nice. Twilight's an awesome flavor from Chef's. Yeah, you'll like that one. And the Mexican fried ice cream.
Yeah,
there you go. That's quite nice. That
it is.
Yeah, I vaped the shit out of that when I first got it, and now it falls into one of those vapes that I can't vape anymore because I've destroyed it and vaped it too much.
It is one of those that it's amazing. You want to vape it all the time, but after you've vaped it constantly for a day or two, you just kind of go, nah, I want something else.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but like you said about the girlfriend, I can come back to it.
Oh dear.
Right. So go on then, Kaz, what are you vaping on, mate?
Same thing I have been for the last couple of weeks. Got the Mini Fit, and today instead of the berry salt, I have got where is it? Tobacco. Hold it in place. There we go.
Ooh.
By SOLT. It's hilarious because we sell, juice source salt with the A. We sell that and this stuff, and yeah, I'm trying to say, yeah, so by this salt range we've got this, and by this salt range we've got this, and it's the worst thing ever. And then they've got the Berserker with some Heisenberg in it, 12 milligrams, and I was going to be using my Petri, but that did have Jeffrey's cream soda in it, but I left it all at work. So that was
oops.
wonderful.
I mean, oh no, that's terrible.
I know, gutted, because I just rebuilt it like 10 minutes before I left work.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
And then just left it there. So that's awesome. Really happy about that. And that's literally what I've been vaping on this week. Like barely. Oh, and the Juul. I've got the Juul somewhere as well. I actually dropped it on the concrete, and now the white LED doesn't turn off, which is hilarious. Unless you pull the pod out and click it back in again. So yeah, don't drop your Juul because that will break it.
Oh, you dropped it?
Yeah, I dropped it. Luckily, I had a second one, but yeah, I dropped it. And I mean, it still vapes. It doesn't auto fire, but the little white LED doesn't go off unless you pull the pod out and put it back in again.
The white LED just stays on.
Kind of sounds like it's going to drain the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so you have
to be fair,
and then you pull the pod out and click it back in, and you're good to go.
To be fair, I'm quite impressed you're using it.
Well, I've got through the first 4
that
pods.
To be fair again.
Mine's doing a great job of stopping some of my receipts flying away on my desk.
Amazing.
So.
Yeah, no, I mean, I enjoyed the flavors. I didn't even think the tobacco was all that bad. To be fair,
really?
It actually tasted like a tobacco. Yeah.
I thought the mint.
No. I'm with you. It did taste exactly like a tobacco, but it tasted like a tobacco flavor that I was vaping about 5 years back.
See, I did not mind it at all. I think my least favorite flavor was probably the royal creme or royal cream.
The mint is.
When I vaped.
The mint is like the mint is like chewing gum. The mint was probably
strange.
The problem with all of them
is the best one that I tried, but.
None of them are satisfying though when you're used to vaping 45, 50 milligram.
Well, yeah, this is the big issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't usually like Nick salts, especially the high Nick salts, and I'm vaping this going, it's doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the thing.
I found very strange.
The Juul was one of the first things to get me hooked on Nick salts. And I had a prototype of it before it was even released to the public. A friend of mine, Tyler, who was in the Team Hotwires team, we were at Expo 2015, 2016. I think it was late 2015 or early 2016. And yeah, he had one, and I was so impressed. He said, "Oh, I used it on the flight and everything." So I met some big Asian guy, and he was American, but like he was Asian, and yeah, it looked a bit like Odd Job. Wait, is it Odd Job?
Yeah, what, that with the hat?
Odd Job, well, yeah, James Bond with the hat.
Same sort of outfit. But yeah, he gave me one, I think he owned part of Juul, and yeah, he gave me one. I only had 2 pods, the one that was in it and one that he gave me spare, and it took forever until I got some more. But yeah, that was a long time ago, man. And they were amazing. That was like incredible. The vape was perfect. The hit was great. Flavors were nice. It just shows how much has had to change for it to be TPD compliant.
Yeah. Well, they took away all the good.
Well, it's not that they've taken away all the good. It's like the device itself probably works better than the old ones did, and it probably doesn't have like any issues that the old one had, because they would have worked out the kinks by now.
Did the old one have more? Did the old one have more capacity in it?
It actually felt no. From my memory, I think seemed to recall that the old one being slightly thinner.
Okay, I was just wondering because wouldn't it only be the concentrate of the liquid that would need to be changed to make it TPD?
Well, that was the biggest change, I suppose, because to me, taking that first hit of 50 milligram changed everything for me.
Yeah.
I was on 1.5 milligrams. I'd gone down from I think I started on 12.
Really?
Yeah, to 6, to 3, to 1.5, and then I tried that Juul, and that was it. It changed the way I vaped.
Wow.
Strictly 0.1, 5 wrap, 20 gauge, beast of a build in a massive cloud, and yeah, I got that, and it changed it all for me. It's fucking amazing. Just the vape of it was incredible.
Okay. No, I'll go with that.
And then I went on, I couldn't get the pods anymore. So then I went on to buying liquid of the same magnitude and having to find a device to use it in. And that's when I got the Billet box. So I got the Billet box about 3 months after I got the Juul. So probably the first week of 2016.
Yeah.
So I've obviously had it 2016, 2017, 2018. So this is the 3rd year I'd have had one. Like these panels, I bought these panels myself. Like these, I didn't buy these secondhand or anything. And this was with the 3rd Billet box I bought. And these are dated. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, they're dated 2016. There we go.
No.
Oh yeah, I see it. Just.
So that was the 3rd Billet box I bought. I bought these panels with.
You've had 3.
I've had about 8. I kept buying different ones, and I had 4 at one point, at one time. But all the other times, I sort of had one, and if I fancied a different colour, I'd trade one or sell one and buy another one. So I had 2 for a long time, but then I never used the second one. So I got rid of my first ever Billet box, which I'd used for that long with a leather case on it, that around the airflow where I put my hand, because I used to cover the airflow off, it had worn all of the coating off. There was a circle of really light coloured coating.
Because the leather had...
well, because the leather had exposed the coating to my skin, and then over time, the friction wore away all the coating. That's how long I used it for.
Wow.
Anyway, Cass, what are you vaping on?
Oh, I've done me. It's you.
Oh, is it me?
That's it. That's how distracting that chicken bucket is.
I gave up on that a while back.
Okay.
I am vaping on this evening. I'm still on the Berserker 12 milligram on the Smockier. 12 milligram elderflower and apple from Jeffries.
That's a nice.
I literally just built.
Is that the rose?
Have you done it?
Oh. Yeah. And one ohm build, in about 12 watts. And I'll be honest, it tastes like dog shit, so I'm going to revisit that.
Okay. Yeah, if it tastes like dog shit, there's something not quite right there.
Now, you know me, I don't sub-ohm that often anymore. I'm not a mahoosive sub-ohmer. However, I fancied a bit of thick vapor the other night, so I pulled out a series box.
What? I don't sub-ohm much anymore. You just whack out a series box.
I just fancied density.
Speak to Lindsay for half an hour.
Well, that's
Good grief!
That's as dense as they get.
That is like clouds.
Shit, man. How does it feel?
It feels really good.
Does it? Because I've got a couple of series boxes for sale if you're interested.
I've got enough series boxes to sink a battleship.
What build have you got in there then?
In that, I'm vaping Hot Cross Burn.
Ooh.
From Cotton and Cable. And it's quite nice.
Still very tempted to try that. I'm on a diet as well, so that'll make up for my lack of carbs.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like Mark circa 2014, 2015.
It is. It really was. I used to be, those that know me, used to know me back in the day, back in the good old days, back before vaping was bitchy, back before... anyway, you know, that's all I used. I was a mech man, and I just came off mechs, went mouth to love.
Mean he had a bionic. It doesn't mean that he had a bionic cock.
No, far from it. So yes. So what have we got on the show tonight then, boys? We've done everyone, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We've done each other multiple times.
So, where should we start? Should we start with some news?
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's start with some news. Are you going to lead this one, Cass?
I can lead this one. So, I would have put up loads of screen shares and videos and all sorts, but then it would have just ended in a libel suit. So, we're just going to talk about it, right? So, there is a YouTuber who started off on Facebook called Ben Phillips. His thing was that he played pranks on his brother. Now, in the early days, it looked like they were legitimate pranks that he definitely wasn't in on. That quickly became clear that he was absolutely in on it because they were both cashing in on it. Anyway, it has come to light recently, and there is more backstory to this, but it's come to light recently that Voopoo sponsored one of his videos. And to cut a long story short, in this video, he replaces his brother's vape juice with helium oxide. And then all goes to hell, yada, 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 laugh, 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 etc., end of video.
That's just silly. That is just really, really silly. I don't know why anybody would do that.
Right.
Stupid cunt.
So essentially, what happened here, and
carry on.
And most of you've probably seen this transpiring, but the thing with Ben Phillips' channel is that he does he's in the kids side of YouTube, where you can put your parental controls on, and you can actually get his, as a kid, you can get his YouTube channel. Now, supposedly, a lot of kids have been asking their parents who are active in the vaping world, Facebook, media, whatever, what is a Voopoo and where can I get one?
I need a Voopoo.
Now, the issue we have with this, there's a couple of issues. Firstly, is the controversy of Voopoo sponsoring someone that is not in any way, shape, or form part of the vaping industry. The second thing is the reaction to this video made worse by the fact that the vaping industry themselves shared it around? Would it have just disappeared had everyone not got so butthurt about it? And what do we think?
Yes to all of the above.
Do you think that had we ignored it, it would have just gone away?
I think Voopoo knew.
Pretty much.
I think Voopoo knew what they were letting themselves in for. They knew that he was a prankster. He knew that he was going to dick around, and maybe they shouldn't have sponsored that video, his channel, him, whatever they decided to do. So they must have expected that something silly was going to happen. However, the reaction from the industry was massive. And yes, what he did was very, very silly. But did a lot of people kick off for no reason?
Let's be fair. It has achieved exactly what Voopoo wanted. We are currently live on YouTube discussing Voopoo and Ben Susans, or whatever his name is.
I cringe every time I hear the word Vupu. Like,
I mean, it is the single worst name for a vape company.
Yeah, honestly, I
Yeah.
I don't even have words. Like,
I think, Chris,
every time I hear it.
You know the new mod that we're designing? I think we ought to call it the poo poo.
Oh God.
We could call it the poo poo drag.
No. We need to call it.
No, we need to call it the poo poo spray.
We need to call it the Hiwi.
The Hiwi.
The Hiwi. Instead of
that sounds like a noise you.
It's going to be a Hiwi.
That sounds like a noise I imagine you make when you orgasm, Chandler.
I'm deeply concerned that you are sat there imagining what noises I make when I orgasm. That is a little concerning.
Mark, do that voice again. Say it again. That's what you sound like. That is exactly what happened. But yeah, no, I think it's ridiculous, to be honest. I think it's ridiculous that so many people have jumped on their fucking high horse about it. I also think it's ridiculous that people are like, "Oh, boycott Vupu." Why? I'm not being funny, but I've spent the last few days watching this guy on YouTube, and he just gives away money. Like, that's his thing. And
yeah,
it's amazing to watch. He's giving away hundreds of thousands to homeless people. He gives random donations to people on Twitch and Twitter and
but
Facebook.
he films himself doing it. That is the most cuntish thing to do.
No. Actually, in his defense, it's not like that. What he does is he keeps all his money from his monetized videos, but people sponsor his videos. So companies will give him 10 grand for a video, and he gives that money away. That's the stuff. That's what he likes doing. Sometimes it's to his friends or their family or whatever. But
films himself doing it. That's the issue.
Oh, I don't give a shit. But the point is, he says, "Oh, this video was sponsored by X." Now, X will be some random app, some shitty app that no one uses, and they've paid him 10 grand, and he's giving that 10 grand away. But the fact is that they don't have a say in what he does with that money. They don't. No. He said they give it to me and said that I got a budget of 30 grand for my next video, so I decided I'm just going to give it away, and that's his video. Do you know what I mean? And the fact is that he could have done absolutely anything with that, but he decided to give it away. And the same thing with this Ben Phillips and Vupu thing. They would have paid him cash, sent him the mods, expected him to do a little advert in the middle of one of his videos or do something in one of his videos with this device. And, you know, they probably didn't think through the fact that he's a moron and, like, his whole plug, regardless of the helium, regardless of the blank side.
Look, we've completely skirted around the fact that it is just completely and totally impossible to vape helium, to put liquid helium into an atomizer for you to vape.
Yes, so it's clearly all fake as well.
The entire video is staged, and it's like, oh, hang on. Oh yeah, I'm now talking with a funny voice because I've just had a bit of my vape. It's either putting the voice on or they've tweaked it with the audio after. But the point I think people are upset about is that people are going to watch that and not realise that it's staged.
I mean, this is such an important debate that it actually caused some YouTubers to come off their Christmas break early to give their opinion to the world. And now we are blessed with educated opinions on this matter. So you know it's important when they're going to give up their Christmas, even though they work from home.
So the question is, are we about to end this segment?
Yes.
So the question is, to Vupu or not Vupu? That is the question.
Sorry, I've got an itch that was more interesting than that conversation.
So, the next thing on our agenda is Juul. It has to be, because
is what?
Juul.
Juul.
Not the devices, but as we're all aware, that Juul, was it about 35% of their shares got bought out by Altria.
Yeah.
for a ginormous 10 billion, give or take a few million, $10 billion. Now, Mark, you know more about this than I do. You know more about this whole shareholdery staff thingy.
This was Chandler's.
This was yeah. Basically, yeah. Juul sold out to. Sorry. Altria bought a 35% share of Juul, so now own 35% of the company. There were. It's actually Juul made no bones about it that some of their staff and shareholders weren't actually overly impressed, thinking that a tobacco company that who's got quite a big share of the company might not keep up with the reasons that Juul was started in the first place. So what Juul have done is they've given a nice little bonus to all of their staff. They've shared out a big chunk of money, meaning that on average, each employee in Juul will get $1.3 million.
That's insane.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, 1.3. Here we go. Well done. Thanks for working for us. Here's 1.3 million. How many staff are just going to go? Thanks. See ya.
I think that's fucking awesome. Name any other company in the world that will sell and then give all their employees $1 million.
I certainly wouldn't. Fucking hell.
I think it's fucking amazing. I think it's a brilliant thing to do.
I'd give them an extra day's holiday and they'd be happy with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think that's an awesome thing to do. And I also think that they would be stupid not to accept that deal.
You know, don't get me wrong. If my boss suddenly went, yeah, we've done really well this year. We're just sharing out some of the profits. Here's 1.3 million. I'd be going, thank you.
You'd be saying, "Toodle pip" is what you'd be saying.
Pretty much. I would. I'd be going, thank you very much. Yeah. See ya.
Hey, have you guys seen this?
What?
Have you seen that?
Oh, the
It's literally written on the screen, Chandler.
Is it? Where? Where? Hang on.
Right of that image.
Oh no, yeah, I've got my little thumbnail that's showing my picture back at me is covering it, so I didn't see it. Sorry.
So
that makes me sound like a complete moron, doesn't it? But no, my little camera picture was over the top, so I couldn't see it.
So it's the SXmini class pod system.
This is clearly an answer to the Orion, isn't it?
It is. It is.
But it's tiny.
It is. 7 to 13 wops. comes with the SX290 chipset. The pod actually holds 1.8 mil, which isn't bad for a pod system. 1 ohm coils, ceramic coils apparently. That's a little bit concerning, but I will reserve a judgment. Obviously refillable. Whether or not they're recoilable, I doubt. The great thing about them is the price that's been advertised is $48.99.
So it's going to be about 35 quid, isn't it?
We'd hope. Or $48.99 in British terms.
Yes.
ETA on it is the 16th of January, apparently. I'm quite excited. I'm actually tempted. Like the look at that. The battery, Stuart, the battery is crap. It's 400 milliamp hour.
You say that though. I've got a Joytech device that's got a 350 mAh battery, and I quite happily get all day out of that.
Depends on the resistance of the coils in the pods, doesn't it? Really?
I think it's a 0.6 in my little Joytech device. I think if the battery management is done correctly, and it's a Yeehee chip, so it probably is. I think it's going to be an absolutely banging device. I love the shape of it. I love the fact that it's sort of tall and skinny and not just another square dumpy mod.
I like the look of it. Chris, are you likely to invest or?
Possibly. I mean, they are quite. They are notoriously expensive SX products.
Yeah, they are.
So if the pod system's stupidly expensive, or the pods themselves are stupidly expensive, then possibly not. I'm more than happy with the Billet box and the Orion combo, but I'd like to try one.
One thing I will say about the SX boards are they're very, very good.
They are very good.
All of their devices are very, very good.
Their last device wasn't.
What, the
I
G
didn't
Last
try the
device. The what class?
The G class, the big square one with the joystick in the middle.
No, I
They're
quite
all-
like that.
The mods, though, those mods have all been 3 figures, haven't they? 3 figures plus.
Yeah, about 160 quid. I've been looking for a 24mm version of the SXmini, but every second-hand one out there is the 22mm.
And the M class was the last one I think I used. But they were nice. They're nice mods. Can I just quickly interject with something here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're talking about the Juul's 10 billion.
Yeah.
10 billion for 30. 10 billion would buy you around 30% of the brand Disney.
Yeah. Juul, who is it? You know, Netflix are now bigger than Disney.
The Juul have been valued at 38 billion.
Yeah,
What's
and Disney is
valued at?
valued. The brand Disney is valued at 39 billion.
Oh,
What? How
Look
could
at
Juul?
that.
How could Juul be
Juul-
worth as much as
Well,
Disney?
Juul's value doubled in that buyout. Their value literally doubled. Before the buyout, they were $15 billion. That's what they were worth. As soon as they got bought out, it literally doubled.
No. Because if you work out the 12.5 billion that that Ultrica paid is 36% of 38 billion.
Yeah.
So they would have been worth 38 billion when they bought it.
That will make them the 15th most valuable company in the whole world.
That's
Right,
crazy.
I'm gonna do some Google foo and go top 20.
I'm on that top 20 right now.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So like the brand leader at the minute is Apple, 214 billion. Google 155 billion. Amazon 100 billion. Microsoft 92 billion. Coca-Cola.
I thought Apple were closer to 800 billion.
What are they? No, 2.14 is the brand value, but the annual revenue is more than that.
Oh,
So-
okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
So then you've got Microsoft at 92, Coca-Cola at 66, Samsung at 59, Toyota at 53, Mercedes-Benz 48, Facebook 45, McDonald's 43. Look how close we're getting with that 39 or 38. So we're at 43 with 10, and that's the 10th most valuable company in the world, McDonald's. Intel 43, BMW, IBM 42, BMW 41, Disney 39, and then Cisco 34. So it's 15th off $1 billion below Disney.
That's crazy.
So you can get almost the same share of Disney for that price. Let that sink in.
Oh, that's nuts.
That's crazy. Just quickly going back to the Orion versus the Yeehee. Diddy's just mentioned the Orion Q. What do you think about it?
I think
yeah, the Q.
it's going to be perfect with the 1-ohm pods they're releasing.
But it's stuck at 18 watts, isn't it?
Yeah. So can you imagine a 0.25 without being able to control it when it's designed to go with these 1-ohm pods?
Surely it'll do it off voltage though and just adjust accordingly.
That is stuck single voltage. It's basically mechanical with a cut-off switch.
But
There's
it's
no
it's not. It's regulated. It will keep that 1.7. It will keep that 1.7 regardless of how depleted the 17 watts. Rather, it will keep that regardless of how depleted the batteries.
Exactly. So that 17 watts will be pumped out. Presumably, would it be at 17 watts, or will it be at whatever voltage it is to get it to 17 watts? Would it be continuous voltage or continuous wattage?
Continuous wattage. From what? From the I watched Vaping Vic's review of it.
I did watch it, but I didn't watch it. I was sort of watching it and having a conversation at the same time. So
yeah, he said it was 17 watts, and it's regulated, so it will keep that 17 watts as your battery goes down.
Just put in the chat that it won't actually fire it. The 0.25. I spoke to Vic, and he said it doesn't work with the 2.25, but I presume that meant that it would be it wouldn't work because of how hot it would be or whatever. But
however,
I presume he actually meant it wouldn't work at all.
Vaping Vic said in his video that the Q will not fire the 0.25 because it's too low for the battery.
I already knew that it didn't work with it, but I didn't know why it didn't work with it, because I'd spoken to Vic before the video.
Yeah.
I said, I saw the video. I says, look, to save me watching it, is it important? And he was like, yeah, it's quite good. You can't use the 0.25 ohms. They've got a 1 ohm coming out, blah, blah, blah. So then I watched it. But as I said, I didn't pay full attention because I already knew a lot of what I wanted to know. I just wanted to see it and find out the differences. And obviously, it's
I was chatting about the Q in Flawless this afternoon. And they've got the Q, and the original Orion pods do not fit in the Q, and the Q pod does not fit in the original Orion.
Even
tried. No,
I don't think they've not got them in, Chandler. They haven't got them in.
The chap I was talking to, can't remember his name now. It was behind the counter. He's got one. He's had a play with the Q because we were chatting, and he was saying that he couldn't get the original Orion pods to go in it. He wanted to take the pod out of his Q and put it into the Orion to try it, and it wouldn't fit. So he said he'd tried it, but that was the conversation I'd had this afternoon. So
yes. Shall we let Chris
if anyone's got an Orion and a Q for me to actually try that, I'd be very grateful.
Chris, are we ready to do your billet box section?
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
That's your cue to introduce it.
Oh yeah.
So Chris, we've got a lovely view of your microphone right in front of your nose.
Oh, I was trying to do something quickly. Wanted to see what it was.
Sorry, mate.
Give me 2 seconds. Anyway,
I like the way you said. He said, "Give me 2 seconds," and Mark goes, "Right, let's just zoom in on Chris."
So yeah, I dug this the billet box out, and I decided to have a look through the billet box bay.
Hey.
And yeah, I saw some amazing looking billet boxes while I was scrolling, and it made me think, do you know what? I'm going to put out a competition. So I basically put in the billet box bay chat, or in the show, or in the group, a picture of my billet box, and said, I want to see the sexiest billet box you've ever seen. And loads of people posted them. I'm presuming a lot of them were their own. I'm hoping a lot of them were their own. I only saw one where someone thanked someone else for posting their billet box. But yeah, so I've shortlisted a few, and I wanted to go through them with you guys and go through them with the viewers, and we'll announce the official sexiest billet box. I'll timestamp the video, put it in the group so they can all see it, and I'll send them a little something just to commemorate it.
Nice.
There we go. So number one, then we have this one.
Is that not technically number one and number two?
Well, it is. I kind of couldn't decide which one I liked more, and I think I settled on the black and red. But I like them both. I think they're both very, very nice. What do you guys think?
I think that I'm bored of Stabwood, but I think that the red one is probably the nicer one out of those. I think the blue doors on the black body would have looked better. but I don't like the blue body on the blue billet box. I think that looks a bit meh. But no, that the black and red goes nicely.
I was gonna say it's actually nice that the billet box is blue and the doors match. So you've got, rather than just going, oh, I've just got a black billet box and I'll just put some fancy doors on it.
But who'd buy a blue billet box? I mean, other than clearly this guy.
I've had a blue one.
Yeah.
I've had an orange. Yeah. I had a blue, and I actually put like a neon orange doors on it and a neon orange tip.
See, that would look cool because those are like massively contrasting colours that work. But blue and blue, I think too much matchy.
It looked amazing. So, chat, what do you guys think? Give us.
Give us a rating out of 10.
Yeah, let's do a rundown. Let's do our rundown so we can compare, and then we'll do a 1 through 10 afterwards. So, second is.
Now, I picked this because it's kind of close to my heart. It's almost the twin brother of mine. Oh, there we go.
Can anyone else see a face in that?
That's just what I was going to say. There's a face in that one. Yeah, I saw that. It's a bit Picasso, isn't it?
It looks like a close-up of a giraffe's crotch.
See, I've also got.
Never seen a giraffe's crotch close up.
I've actually also got a button that Bessie Goldsmith made for me, which is very, very similar to that button. So I nearly put it in, but I decided to go with the black one. So I've almost got exactly the same billet box, which I like.
So orange. So our third one.
You're just biased because it looks like yours.
Third.
Ooh, that one is beautiful.
Nah,
I love
I don't like the translucent doors.
Oh, I think it's real. I like the simplicity of it. And I love the fact that they're like frosted. They're not quite. Do you know what I mean? It's not quite clear, but it's. I think it is sexy.
It kind of looks unfinished to me. I like the mateness of the perspex or whatever, the frosting that they've used. I like the frosting, but I don't like the fact that you can see through. I think what would have been much better if they'd have done it black frosted.
I mean, at least they had the courtesy to clean the mouth gunk off the translucent drip tip before they took the picture.
Yeah, I can't see no mouth gunk there.
Right, number 4. Excuse me.
Now, I like the originality of this one. I like the fact that this one. I mean, I've got some adjustable button doors for mine, but I've never got on with them because the buttons protrude. And I never changed the wattage, so I don't know what the point is. But that is sexy, isn't it?
That is nice, and the fact that you can actually see the the display, and you can see into the tank as well, which I like.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that's
see like how much juice you've got left.
What is it? It's people's obsession with taking vowels out of like names.
Why?
Well, because I mean, like,
because all the vowels are in there.
Oh, what control?
Yeah, the O's there. Otherwise, it'd be control.
Control.
Maybe it's the vape thing. I don't know. No, I like that one. Weirdly,
I like looking over this picture.
I like that one.
I like the texture on the black section as well.
That's to me, that panel's the worst part about it.
What?
I don't like it. Yeah. They could have mirror finished that middle bit. That'd have been nice.
I want that one.
But you said you didn't want that one. You said that you wanted a pink one.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, no. So yeah.
All right, what's the next?
Chat like that one. Number, what's this? 5.
Now, I quite liked them both, but my preference here would have been the green one with the purple panels and the purple drip tip.
He's got a dot mod drip tip in there, hasn't he?
In both of them, I think.
Are they real dot mod drip tips though?
The purple one looks real. I don't know about the green. I don't know if they've done a green one.
They have, yeah. I think the purple one wins it out of those two for me. The green one.
I'm not a big fan of the green stab, to be fair. I'm liking the purple. I'm liking the distressed in the centre of the knot.
Yeah. But I think the purple with the green drip tip would look sexy.
Yeah, very Joker-esque, wouldn't it?
And I like the silver button on the purple as well.
Yeah, that's nice. But I don't think that goes as well.
But the door itself, if you took the door panel off, there is a bit of purple in it, isn't there? Yeah, it's a okay. Yeah.
I've just realised it's going to be really confusing for chat because we're seeing them, and then the chat are like, "Yeah, this one's my favourite," and we're like 2 ahead of them.
Well, Mark spoke in plural, so I'm presuming those meant those 2.
Yeah, true.
That I fucking loved it.
I love it.
One thing about it that did bug me a little is if you look round the bevel of the perspex, it looks like there's liquid underneath the panel.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
That might bug me, but I think it's just this angle, because if you look at the bottom left-hand corner, the left-hand side and the bottom corner, you can't really see that.
I think the only thing I don't like about it is that the text doesn't look like it quite fits.
Now, isn't that the text that's on the back of the doors, on the original doors, or is it on the inside of the? Is it on the inside of the mod?
No, the inside. No, it's on neither. It's been put on the newer ones, on the retail boxes.
Oh, okay, I thought. Okay,
brilliant idea. Someone should have Marlboro or Embassy panels.
I'd buy the Benson. I'd buy the Benson.
B&H ones.
Nice bit of gold.
So what do you think of this one?
Oh,
I think it's my favourite.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
I like that one. I'm not so sure about the green button. It seems a little bit kind of. I'm a button.
Hang on. You're focusing on the green thing, not the fact, right? What was the lowest thing when we used to do our boner board?
You can see the electronics.
What was the lowest?
Zomo laser.
There we go. Does that not look like a Zomo fucking laser with its exposed
I see what the other
guts?
side looks like.
Yeah, but it hasn't got flashy. Well, I'm assuming it hasn't got flashy lights. If it had got flashy lights on it, then that would really kind of
annoy me.
I don't like it.
I want that one.
Next.
Now this one.
Right, my issue with this is how you're supposed to press the button.
Well, it's on the other No, my thing about this one is that's not a standard colour. That's white.
What? White?
I thought there was a white.
That one,
maybe it's an SXK billet box.
There we go, SXK.
That's an actual white one that they've had coated themselves.
Are you sure?
I'll try and find the other picture quickly.
But why would you go to all that effort and then put a really bland door on it?
Well, I don't know, but I like it. I think it just that simple change is really effective.
I like the drip tip though. Drip tip's nice.
Yeah, I like that. Trying to find a picture of the one that the guy posted of the whole of that mod.
Please don't do that, Matt.
Have you just noticed it now?
Oh, but yeah, you brought it to the front, and now it's just suddenly, and even when you turn it off, I'm still going to be hearing that.
Look at that.
It's fired with
There we go.
Jedi.
Apparently it's a custom Cerakote by Elemental with a Damascus tip. Is that Damascus? I can't. It's not big enough for me. Let's zoom her in. Oh, wrong button.
What you? Where? No, wrong button again. Are you trying to zoom in on Chris's one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Oh, sorry, Chris. Hang on.
In your own time. Yay!
Is that just a clear door?
No, that's no door.
Off.
Oh, okay.
But can you see where it's got the billet box engraving above, underneath, upside down? along underneath the single screw on the panel. It's really faint. I don't know if you can see it live, but in the picture you can definitely tell it's there. I think that's fucking beautiful.
I do like white. I do like white because there's not many, other than Kangatech, there aren't many mods that were overly released in white. He says, clutching a white mod. But no, I do like that matte white.
That with those frosted doors.
White RX200.
That would be sexy with those frosted doors.
Right, so I'm gonna go. Oh, why did I fall? Hey, how did that even happen? There we go. So what we're gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna go through number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. Put your selection. It's grey apparently, not white. My bad. My bad.
Well, it looks very nice. Regardless.
So from 1 to 7. 1 to 7, put your entry in the chat box. 1 to 7. What is your favourite? I know which is mine. I'm
still undecided. I need to go through the pictures again.
Oh, I know which one. Can I put mine? I'm going to put mine in chat. This is the point where we now wait for chat to catch up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm changing
7.
mine. I got the number wrong.
Hold on, Kaz.
I think we already have a clear winner, though. Yeah, by a long way, we already have a clear winner.
What one is getting the win?
So far, number 4 is in the lead.
I think number 4.
Which one was 4?
Really?
Which one was 4?
Underestimate the green one with the black panels.
The control. The control.
Ah.
I didn't expect it to be that one, to be honest.
Did you not?
No, I was expecting it to be one of the Stabwood ones, to be honest. Yeah.
There's quite a few.
To be fair,
4?
6 is very, very close.
Yeah.
Second place. Yeah.
It actually is, because it's got 2, isn't it? Number 5, actually. Number 5 is second.
5.
No, number 4's got 5, 6, 7 votes.
Yeah, followed by number 5, then by number 6.
Number 6 has got 1, 2 votes. And then 5's got 1, 2, 3 votes. Yeah.
It's a definite winner, I think. So number 4, congratulations, whoever entered number 4. Chris will be sending you a cheque for £250. Congratulations on winning. Make sure that you PM Chris after the show your address for the cheque to be sent
your
out.
bank account details, PIN number. Yeah.
I need your sort code, account number, and mother's maiden name, please.
And the last 3 digits.
Yeah, CVC number. Long digit across the front.
And Keith's right. Everyone likes a bit of cunt. Anyway, let's move on.
Right. So, was it today before the show? Jono posed us a question.
We were supposed to be doing this. It wasn't. People weren't supposed to know it was Jono.
Shit. Well, it doesn't matter because I think it's a good. He never said this, Jono, but I think it's fine. I think he posted this question. I think it's something we need to talk about.
It was Franco.
No, this is fine. This is fine.
And what Jono wants to know is why is Chandler such a knob?
But the most important question is, Who did let the dogs out?
Have you noticed that?
Who?
Have you noticed that Kaz's cheeks has gone the same colour as his beard?
Oh, they're always this way. Yeah, see. Mark, you need to tell me these things before we go on there.
Jono, we need to ask Frank. It's like them old British Gas adverts. Do you remember them? Who's in Frank?
Drugs.
Have I ever told you you look like Ed Sheeran?
No one has ever said that to me ever before. I've never heard that. That is a new one on me.
He looks
With
like
a
the mad
fire
psycho bastard. The mad psycho bastard that lost us our monetisation on last week's show. But hey ho.
What a twat. Yeah, Mark goes, stupid ginger bastard in the chat. And I'm like, what have I done? and then he posted a picture of that guy. I was like, oh, wait. Well, it wasn't me. It was this guy, apparently, right? Get this. So we posted that video on Tuesday. On Thursday, some news agency posts the same video, and in their description it says, we own the licensing for this, and then they dispute us for using a copyrighted video, even though ours went up first. How mad is that? Anyway, that's another... I'm not going to get going on that.
Motherfuckers. It made Kaz angry. Another mad gingerman.
I know. I almost started screaming. So anyway, basically, we've decided, or not decided, but we're going to pose the question, is social media in vaping dying off? Is there now more focus on
Do you mean, isn't it the other way around? Isn't vaping dying in social media?
Yeah, so social media, in the vaping part of social media, is it dying off? Is there more focus on Instagram now rather than Facebook? And the other thing is, I think...
One thing at... Whoa, stop. One thing at a time. Let's go with that part of the paragraph. So, is social media... Is vaping within social media dying off? Let's put a little bit of context into it. Can you put some context into it? Because I've not got the post in front of me.
Yes. So, basically, we had a bit of a discussion about this before the show. Oh, for God's sake!
Is that Cass?
I hate all of you. You're evil.
I just found.
Hey, he screams in a high-pitched voice when he orgasms. I mean, what is it you say?
What you should have done was sent me the JPEG of that, and I'd have replaced Cass in the corner with it.
Unbelievable. Right, so
I'll send that over for next week.
The context to this is Facebook just becoming about clicks and likes, live giveaways, and drama? Is that all it is? Is there any meaningful conversation on... and I'm not talking like niche groups. I'm talking as a general thing. Do you think it's just become about the giveaways, the free shit, the drama?
I think it's always been about the drama. There's always been drama in every vape group I've ever been in. I don't think I've ever been in one that hasn't had drama.
Do you remember the good old days in Mech Addiction, Chris?
Oh God, that was drama central.
Honestly, about what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
Oh man, I loved it. I miss it. I miss that drama. I mean, I had a big falling out with Mark, and I felt really bad about not you, Mark, the other Mark, and I felt really bad about it. But yeah, I was.
Didn't you end up having a phone call with him?
Yeah, I ended up on the phone having a row with him, but we all hugged and made up. Water under the bridge. But yeah, that drama was awesome. When people would slag off whatever wire you were using, you're right there defending it. It was fun.
Yeah. I mean,
there's always been drama. I don't think drama is anything new on Facebook.
Do you think now then that because of this, that when you go on you go on vaping Facebook groups or manufacturer groups or anything like this, it's all about the team cliques and the team whatever. Hang
on. Audio's gone.
Oh no.
Whose audio's gone?
Mark Elliott. Mark Elliott's got some drama for us.
Oh,
There's a small handling fee. There's a small handling fee. If you look at the bottom of chat, there's a little $sign at the bottom. Hit that button.
yeah.
Anyway.
Or
Hang on. Whoa.
Already donated and give it to Markski.
There we go. You may continue.
So, I don't know about what you guys see, but a lot of the times I see ever coming up on my Facebook now is these live giveaways where people are talking about juice, having a chat with their mates, etc., 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 or it's just hand checks. Now, the thing with Instagram is that you get a lot of these people paying people or giving them stuff in order to post pictures, in order to get the likes. But do you think it's creating any real meaningful conversation about the product, or is it purely just for the exposure?
You don't really talk about it in Instagram. The majority of comments on your post in Instagram are "cool pic, bro," and it's sometimes funny seeing some of the comments on some of the pictures that I've posted in either VT UK or the podcast Instagram, where someone's gone, "cool shot," and it was a picture of my manky coils or something. It's like, yeah, you're just finding pictures and just posting, just commenting, just because. So yeah, I think you get more meaningful two-way dialogue in Facebook than you do in Instagram. Although
there used to be this whole, it was either help or ridicule, and it was essentially a game played by everyone without knowing they're playing it. And what it was, it's a bit subliminal, I suppose. But people used to post up a picture, newbies, new into vaping, and depending on what mood you're in that day, you either laughed at it or offered them responsible advice. Yeah. That was the initial thing of 2014. You'd post a new build, and someone would either ridicule you or give you tips.
Can I just ask? Mark Elliott's just said, I keep saying something can't be lit if it's already pure fire. But what if it's bare sick, fam? Bare sick.
I like it.
Bare sick? What? Did he eat a dodgy salmon?
He did.
It's like Bungle puked on a plate. That's bare sick, bro.
But I think the best thing is when you get these things where someone's like, "Oh, have I done this build right?" is when you get the people who are trying to help them infighting amongst themselves about how to help this person the best. Which is,
sometimes when it used to go, "Oh yeah, man, just do 5 wraps, 12 gauge. It comes out at 0.002, and then someone will be like, "No, you fucking moron! Don't listen to that cunt." And then he'd be like, "What are you fucking saying, mate? I've been using unregulated devices for 74 years." And then everyone will be like, "Yeah, well, your advice is shit, mate." And then he'd be like, "Oh, well, yeah, but I know what I'm talking about because I've been using them vapes for ages, haven't I?" And then it just—that's how.
And if it's not, and if it's not hitting hard enough, get your batteries and put them in the microwave first, fam.
Yeah. Honestly,
I've seen it, and people have done it.
I've seen it. No. Oh, my batteries aren't charging properly. Is there any tips? Yeah, stick them in the microwave.
And a lot of the time now, you're just seeing these live giveaways that are one boob away from being on Babe Station, and there's no. Right.
Hang on! You can't forget the cigarettes and the cream cake.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Oh, damn, Daniel.
It's just one giant circle jerk of, "Hey, bro, nice shot, bro. Where's the free shit, bro?" That's all this is now. I've left like 90% of the groups that I was in simply because of this.
I wish I had the patience.
Boiling's the answer. Boiling is the answer.
Yeah, boil everything.
Boil things.
Boil everything, including your cotton.
Oh,
everyone used to boil their cotton back in the old days. Do you remember? You couldn't buy it.
Miku wins the comment of the day award so far.
That is,
it was about 12 months before somebody said, "Oh, you do know you're supposed to boil that," and I'm like, "What? Really?"
Chan had a But yeah, no. Yeah. What was we saying about before the boiling?
Everything used to get boiled, cotton, everything.
Before
the boiling. Yeah, it's the fact that these I mean, I've seen some. I'm not going to mention names because it's pointless, but I've seen some live reviews, and they're not even vaping the product they're reviewing. I mean, did you just do it for the free shit, read up a description, and then bang out 20 minutes of you talking to your mates about Christmas? Like
Ben Phillips.
No, bang out 20 minutes of talking to your mates about Christmas. I mean, I saw one.
That's what Cass does every night before bed. Bangs out 20 minutes.
But you know, it's like it's not a review if you're not vaping the product on. And even then, are you doing it because you get the free shit, or are you doing it because you actually want to give an informative review, or just swear and make the same point over and over again? And I'm seeing so much more of this.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
If you boil the Juul, the white light goes off.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a way to fix it if you drop it.
But yeah, that was generally how it went, though. There was always someone there to be a dick and someone there to be nice, and they'd argue, because one's saying, oh, you shouldn't be such a fucking moron and buying a mech if they don't know how to build it. And then the other one would essentially say, well, everyone starts somewhere. That's the same with every clone argument. Every argument you ever saw about clones, it always come down to two types of people. One saying clones are bollocks, and the other one saying, well, everyone bought clones to start with.
Yeah. I think the thing that I am the most bored to death with is call-outs. I never understood the point of them. I never understood why people felt that they were necessary. And off the back of call-outs, it's, hi, enter team name here, fam. What we all vaping on today, and then it's just a string of pictures, and they'll do that 2 or 3 times a day. I just don't understand the point of it.
Yeah, see, I've seen back in the day, call-outs used to be a big thing. It was a way of engaging people into conversation, but they don't these days. People aren't using them for the same purpose. You know, you've got a bunch of mates that like, you know, a certain type of device or whatever. You'd call each other out, and then other people get involved, and it's like a chain letter. You know, when you was a kid, where you used to get chain letters. Do you remember them?
Yeah, you send them through 10 people, otherwise you'll die.
Yeah, a bit like that. And you used to write free post on all of them, and then your mum would get a letter saying to stop posting stuff that you haven't put a stamp on.
It's just giant. There's just no substance to anything that's in vaping on Facebook anymore.
I think they've obviously seen old posts where it mattered and thought that's the cool thing to do.
Yep. Yeah. And I think
Chandler is at a disadvantage because he's still vaping products from 2014, and you're at a disadvantage because you joined the scene quite late, didn't you?
I've been vaping about 4 years now.
Well, I mean, like, I've never seen you in any vaping group before.
Oh no! I mean, I've only been active in the vaping like social circles for about 2 years, and intensely for the last year.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying.
You've probably been involved in the social Facebook side of things longer than I have, and yet I've been vaping 8 years.
Whereas me and Mark met through the social vaping side of things. Do you know what I mean? We've known each other for what? How long have we known each other, Mark?
Fuck knows, a long time.
I pissed about a bit with pissed about with like ECF and what have you.
What the hell just happened?
But, yeah, I think. Yeah, hang on. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back.
Hello,
child.
No,
she's gone. Oh, that's great.
Hello, child.
Oh,
just Isabel. She's fine.
The other thing that's been brought up is, do we think that Big Tobacco is watching everything that's going on, and are there too many clicks and not enough support? Well, of course they're watching everything that's going on. Why do you think they're doing what they're doing?
Well, I don't think. Have you seen the Grim Green did a video? Did a couple of videos over Christmas where he says it's not necessarily Big Tobacco that you need to worry about. What about Big Pharma?
Oh, that's grim.
Big Pharma. What about giant Chinese vape companies?
To be honest, if they are watching, just give me 10.1 billion, and you can have a 50% share of Vape Talk UK, and I'll give all of these guys 1.3 million each.
Thanks. I mean, you can give us 100 million each and still have more than us.
Excuse me, Mark said earlier if he had that opportunity, he wouldn't give anyone fuck all. So be proud.
Yeah, give it Chris. Give it
Mark
Chris.
just give you
He's fine. He's going to share it.
I will. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think that it's not gonna. I think it's just gonna go downhill from here. You know.
I think vaping's been on a long, slippery downward slope for a couple of years now, but I think it's more
vaping's going downhill. I think it's the media is going downhill. I mean, a product doesn't do well unless it does well on social media.
Downhill in social media. I don't mean vaping itself.
Yeah.
Basically,
vaping shit. I started smoking more and more fags every day.
Basically, they can't advertise. Vupu can't advertise on television, so you know a vape company can't advertise on TV. So they push all their efforts into social media. Things like Instagram is ideal. Let's get my product out there, and so people go, "Ooh, what's that?"
I think it's
the only way they've got advertising.
That's what I'm saying, but take advantage of any avenue you can is probably the best thing for any vaping company at the minute, because it's becoming increasingly impossible to sustain a vape company in the current climate. So the ones that are making it, you know, the ones that are still here, I think pressing every avenue possible is probably what they should be doing, encouraging more social interaction, encouraging more social media usage, because the problem is, as soon as that dies, their advertising is gone. It's like that guy who designed a disposable cigarette that was bendy, so it couldn't be used to make weapons, and then he sold it to prisons, but he was a prison warden, so he had the contract written and signed himself. So he essentially printed his own money. Did any of you watch this?
Yeah, we did a thing on it. Yeah,
I think I seem to recall we spoke about it. But yeah, do you know what I mean? It's the genius idea, isn't it, really? Find that avenue that needs filling and shove your meaty member in it.
Right, so off the back of all of this, we've decided that we all want to become mega rich, and to do that we need to design and sell a pod system to big tobacco, right? And this is where the chat
No. I think what we ought to do is design a social media platform that the big vape companies can.
Hang on, Badger's made a really good point. Boil it.
Oh, I think I prefer a wet one.
Yeah, no, because every vaping dedicated social media platform, name more than one.
I can't even name one.
I can name one.
There's
Vape Tube.
There's Vaffle.
Right. Name another one. There we go. So what you can't. There are no social medias.
That's why we need more. You see.
Yeah, but none of them will do that. So what we need to do is we need to design a product that's going to take America and the UK by storm, change laws.
I'm just waiting.
And
I want to hear Chandler's ideas.
Go on. So, chat and everyone else, what would you put in a pod device that we could then make billions off of?
Yeah, give us your ideas.
Yep. In a completely non-casual, non-contractual way.
Chandler would be like, I think we should design a tank, right? But you don't have to put the glass in. What you do is you just put another bit of metal on top and have the coils exposed. And instead of actually putting the liquid down the side so it trickles down and wicks, you just put it straight on the cotton. What do you think?
You know what? That sounds like a really good idea. We could call it a dripper.
Yeah.
What did we think?
Yeah, but no, you kind of dropping it on. Maybe a dropper.
Oh, fuck, he's reinventing something that's already been invented. Here we go again. Have you used a dripper before, Chandler? Do you want me to send you one?
Yes, please.
I gave him a box full of them today.
Oh. Do you want me to build you some coils so they're safe?
I need some coils. Yeah.
But you got a microwave them first to prime them.
I've got a bit of building to do.
You got to microwave them first to prime them.
Oh, okay. The stainless steel? Stainless steel, nichrome? Do I go for titanium?
Ooh.
I think we ought to kind of encourage the use of solid gold wire.
Yeah.
That's not been done.
Might justify the price
we've
they
had-
charge for a pair of coils these days.
Amazing.
Oh.
So yeah, so far some of the features we've got are when you put 20 milligram Nick salt in, it magically turns into 50 milligram Nick salt. I like it.
I like the idea of that.
Bluetooth,
Yeah, that sounds good.
Somehow we got to get Bluetooth in there. You can tell
Bluetooth
Alexa to vape it for you.
Bluetooth does make everything better. And can I just say, I'll come back to that in a minute.
What we'll do is we can make the pod system in packs of threes, and to charge them up, you get a little dartboard with 3 sockets in the middle, and you got to chuck them, get them in the hole. It comes with a little free game.
I think it needs to have a speaker somewhere in there, maybe Alexa enabled.
I think you should get Juuls, right? But you can click them together, and then you can put one mouthpiece on and have 3 different flavors.
Yeah, they'd see you.
Can I just say get well soon to Jody tonight? Liam in the chat, his partner's just come out of surgery. Get well soon, Jody. Carry on.
I like plutonium powered, 18 years on one charge. 18, more like 300.
How would you charge it? How would you charge it in the microwave?
Yeah. I like the idea of pods being sold at packs of 20. That's a fucking good idea.
Yep. I was thinking we could put a laser on the side of it so you can find your face. Laser guided into your face.
Well, yours has already got a constant white laser, hasn't it?
Disposable pods made from PVA. Is that like the glue, or is that something?
Isn't that glue? Yeah. Mod Podge.
Yeah, blue tack. Blue tack coils.
Yeah. I like a pod system that's no bigger than those. Do you remember those little things you used to get at school? And they were like little packets like this, and you clicked them open. They were like a film of mint, and you should stick them on your tongue.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, those things.
I
remember them.
That size.
Oh
yeah. I think that we need a pod system where you can click the batteries together and put up stupid hand checks of them all stacked like 5 times on every Facebook group.
I want to be able to charge it on my Mate 20 Pro because that's got reverse wireless charging.
Yeah, why isn't wireless charging?
Yeah.
I've seen one mod with wireless charging, and that was the E-Cig Eiffel.
Never heard of it.
A wireless charging mod.
Yeah, but if you had a wireless charging Juul, and you could just slide it in your phone case. Or like the sour in the air. Do you remember them, Mark?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Yeah, that was really thin, like a credit card.
They're not that old, are they?
Does anyone remember the vape that was also a phone case?
We got them a couple of years ago. Don't you remember? We got given some prototypes.
Vaguely.
That was like 2016, 2017.
I need to be careful how I broach this. Stu, where'd you have to take them?
Every time. Amazing. Yeah, see, but this is the best thing, right? Because you take your puff and immediately, but not only does it take the selfie, it posts it to your team page with all the hashtags.
Kev Lester, we need a pod system that uses a lighter to fire it. That's called a pipe, mate.
That would be brilliant.
It's called an ICOS.
It's called a pipe. You stuff your pod in, and then you light it.
A mod that turns into Megatron.
Yes.
Oh, we retracted it. Oh.
That's
okay.
Hang on. How's this work?
I was like, wait.
I laughed if the drip tip was so hot he melted his lip.
Whoa, shit!
See, Mick Blizzard's hit on something.
Don't try this at home.
Because didn't Joytech release a device that you could have your photos on and you could like listen to music and it had a headphone jack and stuff? I think it's called the Ocular.
This sounds like a bag of shit. Sounds like an MP3 player from our
It literally is an MP3 player with a tank screwed into the top of it.
Nah,
but you can only hold 75 songs.
What is this fucking 1998?
No, honestly, Google the Joytech Ocular.
I remember when I bought a 128 meg MP3 player, and it was the biggest on the market.
Yeah. I remember. I had a 512 megabyte one. Yeah. That had a
Markski. That was for you. Mark was for you, Markski. That was lit.
Does anyone remember the old? Who is it that made the mods that had Flappy Bird on them? Was that Joytech as well?
Oh, don't. Yeah.
Yeah, they had Flappy Bird in them.
I think we've struck gold with that that pod system idea, though.
No.
What that you set fire to the end of?
No. You know the light on the Juul? If that was a little spy camera. Do you remember that? Get spy camera pens and take them to school.
I mean, you can if you put a little.
Hang on. No. You don't take it to school. That's bad, Barker. That's bad.
At my age, if I was back at school, it wouldn't have been bad.
Yeah, don't go to schools with a camera, Chris. That's not legit.
Do not get a Juul with a camera built in and take it to school and hand it round. It's just irresponsible.
But yeah, or just put like a little listening device in it. I mean, you can put like a listening device inside of an iPhone charger, and you can sell it for about 400 quid.
What, you on about like those ones you used to have at school? It used to be on a string and you on a wire, and it had a headphone. And you dangle it down and try and listen to your mum having a conversation about what you're getting for Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I've got it completely sussed. You know what you need to do, don't you? Basically,
a 17-foot drip tip.
No. Yeah, really long drip tip.
Has JCB released a mod yet that's like builder site safe?
Oh, that's the
You thinking of the Aegis?
Yeah.
No. It needs literally JCB branded. I walked into a phone shop and half of their stock was made by JCB.
Have you seen the Lost Vape? Is it Lost Vape Defender? Lost Vape Defender. It's got like a rubber case on it, and they drove over it in a tank, and it still worked. They did. Yeah, they hit it with a sledgehammer. They threw it at a wall. They drove over it in a normal car. They drove over it in a fucking tank, lorry. It's fucking sweet. It was waterproof. They chucked it in like a sink.
You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do, though, don't you? Because I mean, it's the most obvious thing to do with a mod, because chances are it's in your hand all the time, on your desk, and what you need to do, bit of Bluetooth, effectively turn it into a smartwatch. So you get text messages on your screen. If your phone rings, if you've left it in your coat pocket, your phone rings, it's like, oh, hello, how are you? You know, you just talk to you talk to your mod. That is going to happen. Don't you think?
No. I hope not.
They did
try and release those iPhone cases with a 510 on, didn't they?
Yeah, but now all you need to, you know how the Apple Watch connects to your iPhone. You just have it doing the same thing. Your mod connects to your phone if you get a call come through, because chances are your phone's in your pocket and you've got your mod in your hand anyway, so you might as well just hold your conversation to your mod just here. I mean, it's obvious. And then with the screen and the touch screen, you can get text messages, picture messages coming through to you. You can check your Facebook and your Instagram on your mod.
I saw a fidget spinner that was also a phone the other day.
Fidget spinner!
Can you imagine it? They're being caught with contraband fidget spinners in prison because they've been shoving them up their arse. So they've got a phone built in.
I'm sure.
90 days extra for owning a fidget spinner.
I saw something in the news about fidget spinners this week.
Fidget spanner.
Fidget spanner. I'm sure it was a vape. I'm sure it was a vape.
It was a vape. Yeah, it was a vape, and it would spin, and they were pushing it because they said, look, you can spin it, and the juice doesn't fly out.
That's it. Yes.
And he was wiping it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
What was that all about? Yeah, no, I do remember that now.
That's great. I can spin it round in circles and juice doesn't fly everywhere. Woohoo!
Actually, Stuart Legg's gone to a fucking smasher there. They put the technology of a Fitbit into their Juul.
Like
They
a
can
step
track
counter.
an
Juul
activity.
track.
And then Big Tobacco will know where everyone's located on Earth at any given time.
They already know that.
That's it.
You got your phone in your pocket anyway.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm on about.
Yeah, the vape case.
Fuck my life.
Yeah, but
2,000 mAh battery.
no, you don't need. You can now leave your phone in your pocket. It connects to your mod. You've got it all on your touch screen on your mod. You don't have to worry about
your
extra
screen,
battery
don't you?
looking like a twonk trying to. Because the phones are so damn big now.
Chandler's going to come up with the idea of a knuckle duster vape soon.
That's all.
I think that one's been done.
Do you remember them bad boys? I watched a video the other day. There's some guy dressed up like a gangster and talking like a gangster, and he pulls out knuckle duster dildo. He was like, "I hit you in the face with this. I found it in my mum's drawer." Oh, it was so funny.
That's amazing.
So we've gone down the route of Swiss Army knife. Now this has got to be the best.
Oh my god!
I remember this.
Final
What the hell?
boss.
I remember this picture when it came out, and it was amazing.
That is just like basic, fam. Like, hang on, basic, fam.
I wonder if it's evenly weighted.
See you later, Keith.
See you later, Keith.
Bye, Keith. Bye.
Right, now let's say hello to Keith in case he ever watches the show again in the future to find
Hi,
out what
Keith.
happened at
Thanks
the
for
end.
joining us.
Hi, Keith.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. And anyone
nice
who's
to see you
watched
on
this far
camera.
in the, if you're watching this back and you've got this far, well done.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
that's actually a good point. Yeah. The secret
You
prize.
have an Apple stick.
Anyone who discovers this footage, at least a month from now, if they can get in contact with Mark Dolan, DM him, he'll give him a check for 250 quid.
How long have we got to wait?
A
A
month.
month.
A month. So
It has to
on
be.
the
It has to be. It has to
8th
be.
of February.
It has to be at 9:45 p.m. when you
Yeah.
send the
We'll
email.
go back in the chat and see who was in the chat talking to us as well, so they can't cheat.
on the 8th of February.
At 9:45 p.m. 21:45. That's when you need to send that email. If you get an email on the dot of 21:45, 250 smackers coming your way.
Quoting the
So-
number
so-
46721. We're good.
And the email address is psychosisinc@gmail.com.
Fuck off!
And now everyone has Chris's email.
That's not even the right email, I don't mind.
I got to laugh. That's all I care. No, Mark, we have no news on Fest. We desperately want to know if Vape Fest is going to be running this year, because rumour has it that it was all double booked. It's
They lost the venue, didn't they?
Oh, I'm looking forward to. I was looking forward to Vape Collective 21.
Fest, the proper one.
Not the poor
Devastated.
imitation.
Guys, can an open invite to any of the committee from Vape Fest? Please let one of us know. Is it running? Isn't it running? If not, we're all going to turn up to John's Just Add Nick, and we're just going to take over his whole town. We'll
camp
just have
out
Vape
my
Fest.
We're going to cover ourselves. We're going to cover ourselves in VG and run round his warehouse.
That sounded last year, didn't? Weren't we going to do that? Me and Big Tom were going to wrestle in VG.
Yeah, it never happened. You both
you remember
pussied
that?
out.
Right, that's something that's
And
going
in-
to happen
and in the end, you
live
waited
Vape Talk
till-
UK.
And in the end, you wait till you got back to your hotel room, covered yourselves in KY jelly, and had a wrestle.
Just very quickly before the end of the show, this is something as I escorted Chandler out of our premises today.
Was he trying to steal? Did he have a pocket full of your milk? This is what I discovered today. Chandler's a thieving scumbag.
Chandler
so cold.
drove down to Leicester today. As he walked through our door, he complained that we were that far south that he got a nosebleed. We're in Leicester, for fuck's sake.
Was there lickable wallpaper?
Freezing. No,
Yeah, the lickable wallpaper is amazing.
What made you say that?
What? The lickable wallpaper.
Lickable wallpaper. What made Kaz say that?
What? Oh, that was. Oh, I remember.
That was
The
on the radio
radio
station. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
No. That's enough. We had a radio station into the lab last week, and the reporter said he stood there in the lab and says, it's somewhere in between Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Breaking Bad, and I really want to lick the wallpaper. It was like,
Oh, I heard this quote. You always get weird reporters around your gaff.
I know. We're on the BBC call. We're on the BBC first call list. So whenever they want to talk about vaping, I get a phone
So
call.
what happened when you were escorting Chandler out?
Well, Chandler
he was saying-
3/4 of Mark's stock, and his wife was up his jumper.
And if you've met Lindsay, you'd know that's possible.
Yeah. Pocket rocket. That's what
No,
we
I
call it.
actually want to know what happened.
Well,
hang on a minute, hang on.
He's now banned from. He's on Pub Watch and he's banned from Vape S and
What?
anywhere else.
I'm waiting for this. You've set
Hang on,
it, Chandler.
I've set it. Here we go. Lickable wallpaper.
Amazing.
There we go.
There we
Basically,
go.
the wallpaper is completely all Jeffrey's drinks bottle labels. It's
Amazing.
complete genius. He's wallpapered the entire foyer with these labels, so I could completely
hang
understand
on,
why
hang
they
on,
said
hang
it looked.
What
I
poor bastard
haven't.
job was it to label?
You didn't do it.
Who the fuck?
That's what Chandler came for today.
I just wanted to see the wallpaper.
Yeah.
He labelled the walls for me today.
So Chandler,
Yeah.
what did you do as you were leaving?
Nothing. We were just saying. He was saying I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. He really didn't know what to expect from the factory.
But
Fair
he
enough.
said it was a
And-
mixture between Willy Wonka's Chocolate
No.
Factory and Breaking Bad. But he fancied licking
that-
the wallpaper.
That was what the reporter said.
And Chandler said on the way out.
Live on the BBC, for fuck's sake. No, Chandler was just saying it wasn't what he expected, but he didn't know what he was expecting.
No,
Amazing.
I don't know. I think I was kind of expecting lots of people in white coats and clipboards, kind of wandering around, going, "Oh, we're mixing some of these chemicals together.
Expecting
be
like
careful, we don't want
algorithms on glass
any-
walls.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
scene from Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
algorithm.
kind of CSI and science.
Chandler expected Mark to be there over a plugged bath with a fucking big wooden spoon. and a tube
Mixing it in a tin bath, you know, one of those tin ones.
He's got like an Ian Bill chip shop hairnet over his beard. That's what Chandler's expecting. And a little spit bucket. Whack!
Oh dear.
Little spittoon next to
And like an
it.
iron apron. Big.
Yeah, just in case you get the urge to spit in it.
Hang on. This is my business we're talking about here. There's no splitoons. There's no baths. There's no wooden spoons.
Is there a sofa out front for the break?
Couple of Oompa Loompas staring a big vat.
Yeah, I expected a lot of very small people to come out and start going. These
Yeah, some big fat kid stuck behind the piping. Walking up the VG tunnel.
Lindsay wasn't at work today.
Oh, what a lovely mug of VG.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Best
amazing.
haircut.
So in reality, it was lots of noisy fans and aluminium
And heated
Yes.
lamp. Don't let the council know.
You watch my
Yeah,
share prices go down.
no. To be honest, it's quite scary. You know, when you've got those, it gets very scary when you've got.
Sorry.
You know, when you've got
Badger.
those like plastic.
Well, you know,
You know, when you've got those plastic strips hanging down.
oh,
Yeah.
like a
In
meat,
oh,
like a fucking
That's it.
abattoir.
yeah, like the door the clean room that he's got has got these. Yeah, like you say, like the entrance to a.
I
A
actually
hermetically sealed door that just goes when you open it.
I actually turned down a job
Oh,
because
that
my
would be
office was gonna be in a premises that had those big flappy meat flaps.
Big
But
flappy
yeah,
meat
I-
flaps.
You know what I meant? Badger. Yeah, my hair is not slicked back. My hairline has just gone on holiday.
On holiday,
Please, God.
it's just
Hey,
Yeah,
it's just fucked off.
fucked off, man. I've got a big forehead now. I'm trying to keep it.
Yeah, I tried that.
So what,
Chris,
are
it
you-
doesn't work.
Are you competing with John Martin or?
My dad had a comb over for about 15 years, and I laughed at him. I've got like a comb forward. If I
dear.
shave it, I want to look like Phil Mitchell. That's my only concern. Cass, how bad's yours at the minute?
Terrible.
Is
Although,
it bad?
to be fair,
hence,
when,
hence
it's,
the
when my
flat
hair's
cap.
longer, when my hair's longer, it looks worse than when it's not.
How
so-
long is it now?
I don't know. Like you can
Take
don't
your
know
hat
if you
off.
see it.
Go on. Give
Just
us a
take the
flat.
hat off. You know, that's the.
Yeah, me and Cass are going to be bald by the time we're 35.
The other thing is, it also looks
Cass,
worse at the
how
end of
old
the
are
day.
you, Cass?
I'm 27. The thing is that at the end of the day,
To be fair, Mark, I'd rather be going bald than have a greasy pedo do. You need to wash your hair.
but my hair looks
looks a
incredibly
bit like-
thick
it looks
and
a bit
full
like
at the
the
beginning of the
Undertaker.
day compared to the end of the day. At the end of the day, it looks all greasy and horrible, and at the beginning of the day,
Because
it's
you're
like,
pulling it out.
well,
To
that
be,
probably helps.
to be fair, Chris, it's the light. Look how shiny my head is.
Yeah, it does. It
But-
does. I thought you were sweating at the prospect of me giving you 1.3 million.
Jodie's never 4'2".
4'10".
4'10".
Look. Hang on, I've got Lindsay at the side of me.
Oh.
Lindsay, you're not the only one that's tiny. Andrew, his wife is 4'11". He's 6'1". Jodie's 4'10" and he's 6'2".
See, me and my other half are exactly
so
the
Lindsay,
same
you're
height.
not a hamster. You're not a hamster at all.
No, but Lindsay's 4'8" and you're 7'12".
Yeah, no, me and Melissa, my other half, are exactly the same height to the centimetre.
So she can't even wear heels.
Yeah, no, she does though. She does wear heels, and I am very short in comparison to the size of her heels.
Does she rest her head on
It's a bit-
her chin on your head? Oh, when you cuddle.
Does that
Not what, when she's
emasculate
wearing
you?
heels. No, I don't give a fuck about that.
Is it because she's tall or because you're a midget?
I don't know. That's a good way
How
of putting
tall
it.
are you?
I am 5'6".
Yeah, you're short.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
5'6"?
proper short.
yeah, I'm 5'6".
Like
I've
proper,
never noticed that.
proper short.
Yeah, I'm proper.
Hang on, Chris, how tall are you?
5'11", 6 foot.
Are you really?
Yeah.
It's hard to judge because I only ever see the top halves of people. So, but I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm about 5'11".
My daughter she's 14, and she's 5'11".
My daughter's 4. My daughter's 4 in a couple of weeks, and she's 5'6".
Yeah, there you go.
no.
No, she's not. She's not. What do you mean, no? Of course she's not.
No.
Don't put her 3 inches above Lindsay.
I know you're making me heart, but Lindsay must have a giant vagina.
Oh dear. Yeah. See what happens? Right? I've got to go get my hair cut on Saturday. Right. So I'm gonna get my hair cut on Saturday, and next week's show.
Get a couple of extra inches, mate.
Next week I won't wear a hat on the show, and you'll see how different and how not receding it looks when it's been cut. It's really weird.
Oh, you're like a little Care Bear. I just want to cuddle
Me?
you. Yeah.
I am the cuddliest
Tender
person
heart.
ever.
Oh.
It was quite funny today. At the end of the day, we'd walked Chandler across the car park. We'd escorted him to the vehicle.
Escorted him away from the premises after robbing all your stuff.
Yeah. This was after the pat down to make sure I hadn't got out in my pockets.
And
You have to sign all your vapes in. Make
Cavity
sure-
search. Cavity search. That wasn't anything to do with what was in your pockets, Chandler. Mark just
That's what I.
wanted to try out his
That's what I
extra-
searched. That's what the
Yeah.
VG was for. Searching his fucking pocket.
his prison wallet.
It was quite funny. Anyway, this was all about hugs, and as Chandler arrived, gave him a hug. As he left, gave him a hug. And
You two are both tall.
What?
You two are both tall. Imagine you having to
We are.
hug Casket by.
You missed.
On your crotch.
I'm just going to put my arms around his middle and just
You
accept
just have
it.
his ball, your ball's pressed against his cheek.
Either way, I thought a member of my staff was going to go in for a hug as well, and he didn't. He just held his hand out, and I thought that was just awkward. Really, really awkward.
It's like when someone goes to shake your hand and the other person goes for a fist bump.
Yeah, it was proper awkward for your colleague as well because he was grabbing your ass and you were trying to put your hand in his hand wallet, and then and he had to stand there and watch with his hand outstretched.
Do you know, Mark? I didn't even think about it. I just automatically was like, "Yep, Mark, there you go. Keith, there you go." It was hand out.
Wait. Did you go to hug him and he just stuck his hand out?
No,
You'd end up giving him a hand job, wouldn't you? Hey!
Yeah, he put his hand out stretched and you stick your balls in it. Cup of these, peasant.
Oh dear.
No, I want to know, did you go for the hug? Is it like one of those times where you go for a fist bump and someone goes for a handshake?
No.
no. It was just right. See you next time, and that good to see you.
See,
It was handshake.
When we do the live show, we'll do a height comparison of me to Mark, and it'll be hilarious.
You know, I was
that's going to
really
be comedy
hoping
back
that.
to back.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that Chandler and I were going to be able to do some content today, but I'd like to say we were that busy today. To be fair, we were busy today, weren't we? It's not like we weren't just larking around.
No.
Chandler's managed to taste our new range, by the way.
Yeah, he licked the wallpaper.
I did look at the wallpaper. I have tried a couple that didn't make the cut as well.
Have any of you been to the cinema to watch some Disney films before?
I have once been to the cinema to watch a Disney film, yes.
They had some shorts on, like 5-minute videos, and there was one about a little dumpling kid. A little dumpling kid that wanted to move away. And that's how I imagined Casper look. It was like a little kid made out of like a Chinese dumpling. He had little arms and legs and a big head.
I'm not that round, Jesus Christ.
No, his body wasn't round, his head was. But
Oh,
yeah.
no, I have got a massive head.
You're going to look like one of those fucking bobbleheads. The Churchill dog. So yeah, what are your new range, Mark?
It's a vintage bake line.
Oh.
I tell you, I've already got my favourite. I've already got my favourite out of them.
Your favourite was a trifle, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
Was a
trifle
trifle.
was lovely.
No, I would kick a cat for a trifle right now.
Oh, yeah, it's really wait until it comes out. The trifle was nice.
I would hoof
really
a cat
nice.
over a fence for a trifle. Anyone want to bring me a trifle? I'm on a diet. No trifle.
Well, you can have a trifle vape now.
Wow.
You can get all the flavour of a trifle without any of the calories.
I'm waiting for a Nick Salt tester.
Mate,
I'm sure that'll be
hang around after the show. I've got a story for you, mate.
Oh dear.
Oh, is that us?
Huh?
Mm. It's that time.
Chandler's nearly out of neat limoncello, so
Yeah, I'm running low. Look, I've done well.
I mean, it's done 3/4 of a pint.
Yeah, like-
No. Actually, what I've been doing is I've been drinking my coffee and I've just been refilling this as we've gone along. Have you not noticed?
Yeah. At least you're well hydrated.
What are that colour? Christ.
It's not brown.
Oh,
If it's 1
not
through
wrapped.
3, you've got good wee. If it's 4 through 8, rehydrate. That's a poster on our local chemist.
oh
And
God!
you've remembered it.
There's a colour chart.
It's a piss colour chart on the front door of a chemist. It's hilarious.
So is it like you kind of need this stick so you can kind of hold it while you kind of just go and while you pee.
We've
know
also
what?
got a privately owned opticians, right?
And it's on the front there? What? On an optician?
No, in the front of this opticians, they have this billboard that they fill out every day with funny quotes.
Oh,
And one
okay.
of them was like, buy any pair of glasses and get a free back sack and crack. Bring your own sack. I've got a few of them. I'll send them to you later.
Do you
That
know,
was on the opticians?
Yeah.
so in the doorway, at the doorway of the pharmacy, there is a piss test colour chart.
Colour chart.
Is
yeah.
that as you've come out of the pub and you need a piss, you
piss
piss in
up
their
the door.
doorway?
You just piss up their door and just measure it while
got
you're
this.
there.
I've just got this urge to put that into a little tiny sample bottle, and then just go to the pharmacy and just stand at the door going, and ask people as they're going in, going,
Which colour do you think this one matches up with? Yeah, hold that a minute. Just hold that up to there.
you know, just to see what would happen. I think that would make an awesome video. Wouldn't it?
On that note, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an interesting show. Interesting. Don't forget. Why am I going like that? Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't
And
forget,
subscribe.
if you're not already, to subscribe. Because every little helps. Thank you very much for Chandler for driving all the way from Sheffield to Leicester today to chat shit and vape shortbread. Thank you very much for Kaz. I used the Z. Thank you very much for Cass for being
Thank
a
you.
ginger dumpling. Thank you very much for Chris. Well, thank you very much, Chris, for just turning up this week. You know, you're better looking and looking considerably slimmer than the potato we had on the screen last week. Indeed, and next week we've got the Bristol stool chart. So we'll be looking at the colour of your shite.
Oh, I thought we were just comparing stools. I've got a three-legged milking stool, or a bar stool, or
I am a three-legged stool.
See you next week, fuckers. Bye bye.
VT UK.